Welcome to the next lesson on English on the Street, Lesson 6, where we talk about mailing packages. In this lesson, we're going to talk about pick up and drop off. What does it mean to pick up? Well, it has three definitions in English. One means to lift something. To lift something. Like I pick something up from the floor, I lift it up. The second definition is to get someone or something, often for transportation. Means I need to pick up my friend for a ride, or Uber or Lyft drivers, they pick up people and give them rides. The other one is to increase sales, trends, data, etc. So pick up. So business has been slow this month, but in 2019, business is going to pick up, or in 2021, business is going to pick up. Whatever your plans are. And that's trends, data, sales. Something will increase. Or, man, I'm so tired today. I hope after having coffee, my energy will pick up. So those are some examples. Let's read some more examples together. Pick up. She picked up the toys that the children left on the floor. Listen and repeat. She picked up the toys that the children left on the floor. Can you swing by and pick up my package at the post office? Can you swing by and pick up my package at the post office? Great practice. When we talk about pick up in English, past tense is picked. This ed becomes a T sound because this verbs in English that are past tense ed, regular verbs that end in K or X or CH, K, CH, X, words that end like this, verbs, have an ed. The pronunciation is actually T, not picked. She never picked up. She picked. There's a T sound right here. She picked. Can you hear it? Say it with me. Picked up. Picked up. She picked up, and that's past tense for pick up. Can you swing by and pick up my package? That's present tense, but it's in a request form. Pick up. Picked up. Let's practice some more. Pick up. They are waiting for the bus to pick them up. Listen and repeat. They are waiting for the bus to pick them up. Next example. They picked up the boxes and carried them inside. Listen and repeat. They picked up the boxes and carried them inside. Here's a mailbox at a post office, and we might ask this question. When can you go over and pick up the mail? Listen and repeat. When can you go over and pick up the mail? And pick up here means to get or receive the mail here. Pick up, to get. We also say check the mail in American English. So we might say, when can you go over and check the mail? Check the mail. It would be a similar expression. So let's try that. Instead of pick up, let's say check. Ready? Listen and repeat. When can you go over and check the mail? Now let's do pick up again. When can you go over and pick up the mail? Pick up, check. All right, so that's pick up. This next word is drop off, and that means it can actually be a noun. Here, I'm going to teach you different forms, the verb forms, but let's talk about the noun one first, just to get that out of the way. A noun, the noun form would be together. Drop off would actually be a description of a decline, a decrease, or descent, and I'll show you a picture of that here in a moment. what it looks like as a noun, like don't walk over the drop-off, and we will discuss that. But the main definition for drop-off as a verb or action is to leave an item or person at a specific location, to decrease. Sales dropped off, or they picked up. That's also used in that way. Sales have dropped off, or they have picked up for a decrease. But drop off is to leave an item or person at a specific location. I dropped off my mail at the post office. It can also be a noun, again, a specific place where donations or collections are received. Oh, this holiday season, let's be generous and drop off our clothing donations for the people who need clothes, or let's drop off our food donations at the drop-off, the food collection drop-off. We'll look at some pictures and examples here in just a moment. Here's one drop-off example. The bus dropped off the kids after school. Listen and repeat. The bus dropped off the kids after school. And this dropped off is not dropped. It is also the verbs that end in P, K, X, or CH, verbs, present tense, regular verbs that end in P also have a T sound, like stopped. Well, here it's drop. We double the P and we say t, dropped. The bus dropped off the kids after school. So this pronunciation is also a T in American English. Dropped off. Here's another example, drop off. Did you drop off my box I asked you to send through the mail? Listen and repeat. Did you drop off my box I asked you to send through the mail? Good practice. Next one, another example for drop off is to decrease or decline. Prices have dropped off over the last several years. Means they have gone down. Prices have dropped off. Listen and repeat. Prices have dropped off over the last several years. And then you might say, when practicing pick up, we hope they will pick up again. Listen and repeat. We hope they will pick up again. Great practice. The next one for drop off is the noun form that we discussed, is the location or place. And we may ask this question: what are the drop off times and locations for my voter ballot? And so people vote. This is called a ballot or a ticket, where you write and fill out your information to who you want to elect for the country. In the United States, we have open elections. Many people can vote. Everyone that's 18 or older and is a U.S. citizen has the right to vote, and they can vote whatever they want for their leader or their leaders in each city, each state, and the whole country. So we say, what are the drop-off times and locations for my voter ballot? Listen and repeat. What are the drop-off times and locations for my voter ballot? And a ballot, like I said, is the special envelope that you write on and mark for your vote. You fill it out and you turn it in. That's a ballot. Here's another example of a drop-off, like donations. They dropped off their donations at the drop-off. Listen and repeat. They dropped off their donations at the drop-off. And this is an organization in the United States called Goodwill, and they collect clothing, toys, things. Sometimes, though, people just give them junk, and then they have to throw away things they cannot reuse. But often things that they can repurpose and reuse, they'll resell. And it's a good way to collect donations, and this organization does that. So here's another example of a Goodwill store. And what's great in the United States is sometimes you can find a really good discount at a Goodwill. You can find things like, let's say you go to a nicer store and spend $100. Goodwill may have the same exact item for like $10 or $20. And so people donate to Goodwill, and you can get some good prices and good discounts on things here in your city or area you live in the United States. Okay, the next definition for drop off is this. Drop off. This path has a steep drop off, so we must be careful. And this is the drop off right here. This big arrow I have for you. Drop off. That's the drop off. So listen and repeat. This path has a steep drop off, so we must be careful. So as you walk here, you don't want to fall off the drop off. So this is a big drop off. So if you are sightseeing or touring high mountain areas, you want to be careful near these drop off areas. So this is called the drop off. Or if you've ever seen the movie Finding Nemo. In Finding Nemo, Marlin, Nemo's dad, the fish, says, the drop off. They're going to the drop off. He was very scared because in the ocean, the drop off was like this, but underwater. Okay, so that's drop off, and that is pick up for this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll review our words, and we will do dictation, listening and writing. That's it for this lesson. In the next lesson, we will review the words and get ready to listen and write. See you in the next lesson.